All right, guys, welcome to our first official Team TNT training after our Nashville conference. I'm so excited to get back here and just share what we learnt over there in Nashville and also just help you guys get your businesses cranking. I know that I've decided to come back and just play at a higher level, employ myself at a higher level. That was a big message from the conference. And just give this, I already have given this business a solid yes, but I want to teach you guys to give it a solid yes as well and teach you how to play all out and fit Juice Plus in around your big rocks in your life. So I know that a lot of you have families, a lot of you have other jobs, a lot of you have relationships. Like, they're your big rocks, and we just want Juice Plus to filter in as the sand around those big rocks. And I want to teach you guys how to do that. So there isn't really a secret to being successful in this business. That's the one thing I did learn. It's just basically success leaves clues. And if you keep doing what the successful people in this business are doing, then you too are going to be successful. The main takeaway for me was hearing Jeff Roberti and Cheryl Cortese speak. Like Jeff Roberti, he's earning around $500,000 per month. And Cheryl Cortese's on around $350,000 per month. So when these two people speak, you want to be listening and you want to be taking a lot of notes. So they call themselves recruiters. They always lead with the business, okay, and what the lifestyle can do for people. And I know that over here we've had a bit of a shift in the way that we do it, but I know a lot of you out there are still leading with the products, okay, and a lot of you are doing very well leading with the products because you've got a shitload of customers. But now to actually get through the different levels and move to the top of this company, you actually need to build team. So we need to come better at recruiting. And I don't really like the term recruiting. It's more attracting and getting really picky with who we actually want to work with. I know in the first sort of 12 to 18 months when I started this business, I had an orphanage. I was dragging people through the business, kicking and screaming because I wanted them to be successful and I wanted it more for them than they wanted it for themselves. I was finding broke people, I'm like, yeah, come and do this business because it can get you out of this situation and get you more money and blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't work unless they've got a strong desire and a willingness to do the activities. And they're teachable. It's just not going to work. So the people that we're looking for, they want to be hungry, driven, busy, people who are dissatisfied. They might be dissatisfied with their jobs. They might be dissatisfied with their relationships or their home life, or maybe they're a mum and they're bored staying at home with the kids. Like we need to be looking for those people who are like-minded like ourselves, who share the same values, who are, they don't necessarily have to be into health and fitness, but they need to be kind of business-minded or open-minded at least to be able to give this business a really good crack. And that teachability is so important. I know for me, I hid behind the computer for the first 12 to 18 months. I was doing really pretty flyers. I was getting systems in place. And it just doesn't work, guys. Just keep things really, really simple. And, you've heard me say this before, the number one thing that I think that you need to be successful in this business is actually living the mission. And you can find out what that is for you. I'm just going to mute everybody in a second. Yeah, so living the mission. So our mission is inspiring healthy living and healthy giving around the world. They're adding in this healthy giving because we are such a charitable organization. Juice Plus sponsors so many organizations, so many charities. And it's not just, $100,000, it's millions. We give millions of dollars to homeless charities, to one of the hospitals over there, to Nutrition Plus as well. If you want to be part of Nutrition Plus and help sponsor, some of our Indigenous people, you can do that. They can take it straight out of your Juice Plus pay, and you can actually contribute as little as, 50 cents a day if you want to. But that's what I love. So inspiring healthy living and inspiring healthy giving around the world. So what does that mean to you? So inspiring healthy living to me is not just nutrition. You know, it's more about nutrition and mindset and being a positive influence in people's lives. And it's also about financial, you know, stability and stuff like that. So find out what resonates with you in regards to living the mission. If you feel like you're fit and healthy and that's not really the path you want to take, then maybe you need to do a bit of a shift in the financial area. Maybe you want more money and you want a better lifestyle and more time freedom. Then people need to see a change in you around that area in order for you to be attractive to them. So for me, it used to always be about the product. So living a healthy lifestyle, it's still about that, but I now love that I get to empower people to have more time freedom and have more choices and have that financial stability that they can have more experiences in their life. So I love that we can give people that and also give them what they need, which is better health. So pick whichever way you want to go and stick to it and just be unstoppable in that area. Yeah, so if you want to be a positive influence, like I love that I can wake up every morning and be someone's ray of sunshine for that day. You know, send out a couple of random text messages to people you haven't spoken to in ages and just tell them how awesome they are. You know, just something simple like that, or a little inspirational quote on a text message or on someone's Facebook page. You know, it just means the world to them. And it shows that you're thinking of them. And I just think it's a nice thing to do. So live the mission, whatever that is to you, whatever it means to you. Do it consistently, do it every day. Number 2 is having that consistent DMO. You hear this all the time, daily method of operation, and we do fluff around it a bit, but you need to have something that is consistent for you. And if that's just talking to one new person every single day and adding that person to your grid, and then that's all that you can fit in for the day, then that's fantastic because that's a high-paying activity. You've heard us talk about do the hardest thing first in the day. So, you know, the hardest thing first is always reaching out to new people. The second thing you should be doing is your follow-ups. The third thing is your customers. And then your fourth is touching base with your team. So if you can do the hardest thing first every day, the high-paying activity, get that out of the way first, then that's going to set you up for success. Okay, use those 30-day grids. I've been seeing some awesome photos of your grids. I'm so proud that you guys are actually doing that because that grid is how I built my business and gave it a really good solid foundation. So if you hear us saying we still use the grid, I still use the grid, then you guys need to be doing that as well. It's a simple tool. In your DMO, I'm not just talking Juice Plus either. You've got to have other things in there. Like I know that if I don't exercise, I'd be turned into this crabby person you don't want to be around. So I know exercise is a non-negotiable in my DMO every day. I also do my positive affirmations every day. Now, for you guys out there that haven't done much self-development, positive affirmations are just like I am statements. And you just sort of tell your subconscious mind, you know, whatever it is you want. So one of mine is that I'm financially abundant, which allows me to buy all these wonderful things in the world. It allows me to travel wherever I want in the world. Now, I'm myself not financially abundant, and I can't just jump on an airplane and travel wherever I want in the world. But I know that one day I'll be able to do that. So it's about telling yourself every single day, what is it that you want, and telling yourself as if you've already got it. So positive affirmations and I am statements are huge, and you need to be doing it, especially if you've got negative people around you. You need to be telling yourself how awesome you are every day. If you want to be a leader, tell yourself you're an awesome, confident leader, you know, and maybe you need to attract more teams. So maybe tell yourself every day, I now easily attract 2 new team members every week, every month, whatever it is, that want to rock this business with you. Or maybe you need some more customers and you tell yourself, okay, I now easily attract 10 new customers every month. Whatever it is, you need to be doing these positive affirmations every day. That should be part of your DMO. The other thing that should be part of your DMO is self-development. So Jim Rohn's got this awesome quote that he says, and I hope I can remember it. No, he's got this awesome quote that he says, you know, self-education will get you a job. Self-education will get you an income. But self-development will get you a fortune, okay? You've got to go to work on yourself. Yes, you can go to uni and get all these degrees and everything like that and get a job, hopefully get a job. But it's self-education. It's the change that you make in yourself that other people are going to notice, you're going to grow larger. You're going to turn into this amazing leader, and people are going to be attracted to you if they see a change in you. So 15 to 30 minutes of self-development needs to be non-negotiable. If you don't know where to start, ask me. GoPro is a great place to start, starting with one of the skills. There's only 7 skills to network marketing. If you can master all 7, then the sky's the limit, basically. So start with GoPro. Maybe go for the next 30 days. I'm going to just develop this one skill and work on that skill. Okay. The other thing you need to do is, obviously, you need to be expanding your audience every day. So I heard Olivia Charlotte Measures say, when was that? A couple of weeks ago when she was on Linda's call, that she adds 10 new people to her Facebook friends every single day. Now, that's an easy thing to do. It's inexpensive. It takes about 5 minutes. All I do is I pick one friend and I go into that friend's friends, and I go and I look for people who I know, who I've met before, and I just go and send a friend request to 10 people. So I just pick one of my friends every day, jump on their Facebook friends, onto their Facebook friend page, and then I look for people who I know. If you only get to 5, then go and find another friend and do the same thing. Yeah. So you want to be adding. You need to expand your audience, and then you need to actually expand the percentage of people who can actually see what you're doing every single day. So be careful about how many Juice Plus people you're actually adding as your Facebook friends. I know that a lot of you will be getting lots of people sending you friend requests from the Juice Plus business. Unless they're in your team or a good sideline buddy or someone who you want to follow, I wouldn't be friending people from Juice Plus, because you need to be getting the non-Juice Plus people to be seeing what your Facebook posts are. Okay. And the way to do that is you need to spend a little bit of time going on all your Facebook friends' pages and just liking and commenting on a few of their posts. And then you're automatically going to show up in their notification feeds. Okay. So there's a couple of tips with Facebook that are inexpensive. They take about 5 minutes to do each. I actually spend about 10 to 15 minutes just going on my non-Juice Plus friends pages and just liking and commenting a few things, because only 30% of people, guys, see what you are posting on Facebook. And if you've got a lot of Juice Plus friends, then you're just showing all that to the Juice Plus people who already know it all. So you want to get it out there to the non-Juice Plus people. And then the other thing that I would love you guys to do is not only post at least 3 times a day, consistently. So you might want to put an inspirational quote up, or a lifestyle post, or something healthy that you've eaten, or one of your shakes, or the kids eating the chewies or whatever. But I would love you to invite at least one person every single day to an upcoming event. So if you've got an event on Thursday, which we do, we've got an event on Thursday night, you might spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday inviting one person a day to that Thursday event. And then Thursday, Friday, you might invite people to the Saturday event. Does that make sense? So every single day you need to be inviting people to an event. But I don't want you inviting 50 people to the Thursday night event. It just doesn't work. So just focus on 1 to 3 people, because most of the time you might get 1 out of those 3 that can actually make it. Yeah. So DMO, it needs to be consistent. You need to have a consistent DMO that you tick off every day. Non-negotiables. So have 3 non-negotiables, and then have a couple of extra bonus things that you want to do on your DMO as well. And that's, if you get them done, then perfect. Number 3 is you need to be a student. I know that when I first started in this business, I followed Linda around like a shadow. I just followed. I kept plugging in. Even if I didn't have people turning up to events, I was still rocking up. I listened to as many Cheryl Cortese and Lauren Slocum calls as I could. I was on those calls every Tuesday. I became a sponge. I was trying to learn as much as I could. I didn't really understand the business side of things, but I thought, well, if I just keep plugging in, eventually I'll get it. the benefit of plugging in and plugging in and plugging in is that you start picking up the terminology and the language and the verbiage that we use, yeah? And then that's how we're going to get that duplication as well. So become a student, invest in yourself as well. So invest in some self-development, maybe buy a self-development book, any of the ones that we've recommended. You can get them for as little as $3 or $4 on Kindle that you can read. So definitely be a student and be teachable. Number 4 is having a very strong, duplicatable, getting started process. Now, I've heard lots of feedback from some of you guys already about how much you're loving that 2-page document on how to get people started, because basically you just run through it. It's easy, and that's duplicatable, because if you do that with each new franchisee, then they're going to do that with their new franchisees, and you're actually teaching them in the process how to do that. So that 2-page document, I'm a huge fan of. It's easy to use. So keep using it. If you want to evolve it a little bit and change things to suit you and your style, then go for it, because you are individually your own business, your own CEO. So, you know, you don't have to do exactly what we're saying, but that's just a really good guide. And the ones that are using it, you guys are having really good success with that document. So I'm loving that. And then number 5, to be successful in this business, is you have to give it a strong yes. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't just dip the toe in and think, oh, I don't know. You've got to give it a strong yes, and give it a strong yes and say, right, from now until the end of the year, I'm going all out. I'm going to speak to my family. I'm going to let them know that mummy's going to be busy for the next, I don't know how long it is to the end of the year, 8, 10, 12 weeks, whatever it is. You need to let your family know, and you need to let them know what your goals are and what you're going for, and get them involved in it, you know. And then use resources. So I know that when I was going for NMD, I had people come and clean my house. My house isn't even that big. It's a little 2-bedroom unit, but that was a couple of hours that I didn't want to spend. I wanted to invest that in Juice Plus. So if there's resources out there, you know, you might have your mum or your dad or your sister or someone take the kids for an hour or 2 on specific days, or let your kids have a sleepover. So you can come and attend an event. Whatever it is, like, use the resources to you. Don't do the ironing. Like, I don't iron anything. I don't know why people have to iron. I understand if you've got a business shirt, fair enough, iron that. But cut things out like that. Ironing's not that important. Yeah, whatever you can do, start delegating things, yeah? And then, honestly, have that inner belief. Like, just believe it. Believe it with all your heart that you can get to wherever it is you want in this business. I believe in each of you, because I know that I had no idea how I was going to get to NMD. Honestly, I just knew after that first conference and seeing the NMDs up there, I knew that I wanted to get that position. I didn't know if I wanted to actually be on stage, but after last week when I got to be on stage, it was pretty cool. But if you want to get to NMD, then you have to start listening to what the other NMDs are actually doing, yeah? And have that inner belief, because I heard from so many NMDs over there this trip. There was actually 36 of us speak on stage, which is huge, and it was incredible. A lot of them just had no self-confidence at the beginning. They had no idea how they were going to get there. A lot of them had couldn't even speak in front of 1 or 2 people when they first started in this business. And then there they were up on stage in front of 7,000 or 8,000 people talking and making it to that highest position. So I don't care what your background is. I don't care if you're an introvert. I don't care if you're, need to put a paper bag over your head. But you guys, if you want to make it to NMD, you've got to have that inner belief. And you get that inner belief by hanging around and engaging in the culture, turning up to trainings, turning up to the events, and going to work on yourself. Yeah, so doing that self-development, because that's going to build your confidence as well. I'm going to be doing some extra trainings. As you might have seen, I put our weekly events up on Facebook today. So 1 p.m. on a Monday, we're always going to have this training. It's going to be open to everybody in our team. Even if you've got potential people that want to come and have a closer look at what we do, they're happy to join us. 7:30 tonight, obviously we've got the Team YOLO Down Under, but tomorrow night what I'm doing is 2 new trainings. So the first one at 8 p.m. is for newbies, so brand new people to our team, and I'm going to be doing a half-hour training for them on how to get started strong. And then at 8:30 on a Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the Virgin Qualifiers training call. So that's for anyone that's hit SDVF. They can jump out of that newbies call, and then they can come into the that second call at 8:30 on a Tuesday, and I'm going to teach them how to stay qualified and build their business towards SC. Okay. Don't forget too, we've got 2 awesome international calls every Tuesday. The Cortese call has been running for 28 years straight. They've never missed a Monday night in America for that call. It's always Tuesday here for us. You hear the most incredible speakers on there, guys. So put that in your diary. It's at 10:30. And then you've got Lauren Slocum's call straight after at 11:30. And then on Wednesdays, we've got Linda's training at 10:30 and the lifestyle event straight after at 11 o'clock. And then on Thursday, of course, we've got our face-to-face event at Linda's house, but also if you can't make it, then Zoom in. And Friday, Sabrina is going to be doing a lifestyle event from wherever she's in America at the time. So that'll be at 12 o'clock our time every Friday. And it'll be a little bit like our PT event that we used to do on Fridays. It will be very business focused, but obviously we're going to talk about the products as well. On Saturdays, I would love all of you to plug into our boot camp. We have a boot camp at Palm Beach every Saturday at 8 a.m. And we're going to follow that up with a lifestyle event at 9:30 in Palm Beach as well. So we'll put on a bit of breakfast, and that'll be an awesome event to plug mums into because it's right next to the pirate ship park. The kids can play, the mums can work out, then they can stay for the lifestyle event, or you can just plug people into the lifestyle event afterwards. And then obviously on Saturdays, we've got our 3 p.m. event at the Mermaid Beach Tavern. And then on Sundays, we've got Jess's lifestyle event, and then she's doing a team training as well at 8:30. So it's all written out. Get your diary, okay? Put everything in there. Attend as much as you can. Plug into as much as you can. And honestly, guys, you can't go wrong if you just keep plugging in and showing up. And then the other thing we get paid to do is to talk to people. So how do we talk to people? Where do we find new people? Facebook creates curiosity. 80% of my business comes from Facebook, and now I've done a few training courses on Instagram, so I'm going to be start to increase my activity on Instagram. You got other things like LinkedIn. I know Tals, she used to do posts on Gumtree, networking groups, meetup groups. These are all really cool ways to meet new people. But you can also ask people as well, like ask your Facebook friends, does anyone mind if I could actually put a post up on your page? You know, could you help me out and help me expand my business? Also start thinking about, do you want to have a couple of extra business pages? Like, do you want to have a business page? I've got one, I think it's called Juice Plus with Christine Drummond, and it's all business. And then I've got another one that's called Powered by Fruits and Vegetables. So I've got a product one and I've got a business one, and then I've got my normal Facebook page. So feel free to do the same thing if you want to, start thinking about that. How can you expand it? Can you do some boosted posts as well where you pay like $5 and, you reach an extra 2,000 people? And then events are huge. So if you're not holding an event, then plug people into the ones that are on. But I'm also going to be doing, starting next week, is a launch event. So any new team members for that week can plug their family and friends into their launch event. So it'll be a launch event for, say we have 4 new franchisees for the week. Those 4 people will invite their friends and family onto that launch event, and it'll be a bit personal because I'll know who the new franchisees are, and I'll actually mention their name, welcome them, and then they can show their family and friends what they're actually doing and what Juice Plus is all about. So it'll be more product sort of driven and more of an invitation for people to come and take a closer look at what this new person's doing, and we'll be on there supporting them and helping them run that. So that's basically it. I'm going to stop the recording, take it off mute. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to